Hello, we're now in Holyoke, Massachusetts, and we're going along a full street tour, this time of Appleton Street, which goes from east to west through Holyoke. It starts very industrialized. On our right-hand side is a big building here. This is the AMPAD building, or the third of the three AMPAD locations in Holyoke. They actually had two smaller locations that function off-center. And so this building here is one of the most famous companies in Holyoke, American Pad and Paper. They made yellow lined legal paper. That was the most famous product, but they made a lot of other products. On the left-hand side, you have Eureka Company, and then on the right-hand side, you have the location called Tonkin Furniture now, but it used to be the home also of AMPAD. Alright, and there used to be a lot more companies along both edges of here. They were taken out. This used to be an industrial zone of Holyoke, off the canal, which serviced a lot of the paper companies. They made Danny Rose and a company back there. They had a boiler company right off to our left, then replaced by the Perkins Company. Up at the street, when it crosses Race Street, there used to be a movie theater on the left-hand corner up there. That was taken down. There also used to be a church on the far left-hand corner. On the right-hand side, there's Cubit now, which used to be the American Covered Wire Company. Make wires similar to the wire used in pianos or in the Golden Gate Bridge or the Brooklyn Bridge, so forth. Okay, the Appleton Street started at where the third level canal ended, and it's going to cross the second level canal. Is on both sides of the street. It's a very, very large canal. Okay, on our left-hand side, you see what is now the Massachusetts Green High Performance Computer Center on the corner of Bigelow and Appleton. And there they have two enormous computers all wired together, but they also had a company there called the Skinner Company in front, and then the back of the Far Alpaca Company. The Far Alpaca Mill number 1 was there, and 3 is here. It's on our immediate left. It's being refurbished into apartments, and there's going to be about 80 apartments in there. And then, very importantly, Holyoke Heritage State Park is crossing on our right-hand side. That was the home of the Skinner Silk Mill, and also the Holyoke to Westville Railroad Freight and Passenger Station was there. And they replaced that with that park, which has the Volleyball Hall of Fame, the merry-go-round, and the Children's Museum at Holyoke. On the left-hand side is the Second Congregational Church, which has a Skinner Chapel attached to its Maple Street side. It's a very old church. And on the right, it says Dream Decor. That was the home or location where volleyball was invented. That's not the original building. Sadly, that building burned in a fire in 1940. But that location is honored because volleyball was invented in that building that was there. Now, on our left-hand side is the War Memorial Building. And that's where World War I veterans are honored for anyone that died in the course of the war from injuries or illness, and they were from Holyoke. Now, if you think Appleton has a lot of institutions, you're correct. There's a lot of small businesses. There used to be a church where Circle K was, called the Methodist Episcopal Church. William Whiting's home was on this street. The Chapin Mansion is still on the street on the left-hand side. There's tenement blocks on a lot of sides here, but there is also a second Baptist Church on your immediate right. That's not the original home, but that became the home in 1888. Now on the right hand side you have the YMCA, and there you have a large swimming pool. That became the location after the 1940 fire of the original YMCA that burned down and was the home of volleyball. Now you're going to see after we cross Beach Street that you get a lot of more residential, of course, a lot of tenement houses. And when you cross Oak Street, Oak was very residential. Now, if you want to call Appleton Street the street of institutions, it's correct, because it's going to be another couple of churches for us. On the right-hand side is the rectory for the St. Paul's Episcopal Church, and the church is right beyond it. And they serve as the start of, which is not quite the Highlands, but it's that direction. Now, there used to be a trolley line from Main Street up Appleton Street, and this went by up into the Highlands neighborhood and served a lot of people getting up there. That's where people that started to get a lot of money from working in the mills moved up into the Highlands. Okay, we're passing the Casper Ranger House on the right-hand side, and the Landers House first. Tom Lander was a brickmaker, and then in green is the Ranger House. Okay, then we pass by on the left and right the Holy Cross Rectory, and on the right the church, and then the mission-style church on your hard right. And so Appleton Street has an incredible amount of institutions as you go along. And we'll come to the end of Appleton Street. That's it. And so thank you very much for coming on this tour.